martial law that's going to be imposed upon these streets. Longer and longer, these wars will be waged. The Americans will be brought up to concentration camps, and there will be nothing that you can do. Take the side of the people now, before it is too late.
That was beautiful, man.
Fired up. Can't help it.
We all feel the same way. That's why we're out here, brother. It's okay.
Basically because of Citizens United versus FEC. So they get to basically control political commercials. It sways opinions. And it makes people vote in ways that are really against their own best interests. So corporate lies are kind of running people against their own best interests. We want to put an end to that.
I totally agree, man. Keep up the good fight.
Thanks, man.
God bless. Nice time, brother.
Hey!
You want to say a few words? Say how you feel.
Stop the tar sands. No tar sands. Get off oil completely.
Roger that. We have so many other ways of finding energy that have been kept and withheld from us. It's ridiculous. This is what democracy looks like. 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 Marching outside the Hotel Renaissance. St. Louis, Occupy St. Louis.
Some sort of shower or some crap on Friday night.
Men don't go to fucking showers.
I don't know why he's doing that.
Can you tell us how you feel about Occupy St. Louis? I know you love it.
Occupy, I love it. I'd love to.
I've occupied it since 1987. Anyway.
That's beautiful.
I'll call you.
Right on. Yeah. This guy's all about Occupy St. Louis. Yo, yo.
Hey, how are you doing, Jason?
I'm doing fighting the good fight. Hey man, let us know what you told us before at the General Assembly.
The General Assembly?
Yeah, well, with the meeting that we had to discuss people's feelings. That one.
I talked about how I'm here with a group of students from Carbondale, Illinois, where we're currently fighting some labor battles. All four of our unions are striking because we worked 450 days without a contract. I also talked a little bit about how our imaginations have been choked by capitalism, and that is not an accident, that has been carefully orchestrated. The thing that I think is the most sort of relevant at this moment, for me at least, is that we recently celebrated the 10-year reunion of September 11th, but on September 11th, 1973, the United States basically paid to have the democratically elected leader of a country, Chile, Salvador Allende, assassinated and replaced him with a dictator named Augustus Pinochet, who began a reign of terror. Pinochet was also, nicely enough, trained by the United States in the School of the Americas, and I think that it's telling that we're at the point we're at right now, giving bailouts once again to the people who promote the free market while we're treating the actual humans in the country of the United States basically like the trash it seems the government thinks we are when we do this over and over again throughout history. And if we don't do something to change that soon, it's just going to keep going.
I agree 175%. Let's do this.
Yes.
Occupy St. Louis, baby.
Occupy everywhere.
Yeah.
Occupy everywhere.
Occupy the universe.
What's up, man?
Tell me your name.
Hey, my name's Dexter, and I'm a big supporter of Occupy St. Louis.
Right on. Tell me about yourself.
Well, I'm a little older than I look. I'm 41 years old. I've been socially active since I was 16 years old. I'm politically left libertarian, so I'm kind of moderate on economic issues, but definitely left on social issues.
Right on.
Okay.
You said you work for the Cardinals. Are you in affiliation with them?
I work for a company that does work for the Cardinals, doing photography.
Right on. That's awesome. And you're in with Occupy St. Louis.
Oh yeah. I was very aware of the Occupy Wall Street protests as they occurred, and I was happy to see it spread across the nation. And I think a lot can grow out of this. There's tons of potential.
What'd you do before the game today, the Cardinals game?
I came to the OccupySTL protest. I listened to a meeting. I brought down some flyers, which are very important. If anyone sees this at any OccupyTogether.org site, bring down flyers, use your printers and stuff. We got to send stuff out to people. Is that there's plenty of opportunity. The weather's great across the nation. People are out walking around.
Right on. Thanks so much, man, for your support.
Hey, no problem.
God bless.
On issues. There are many, many issues. In my lifetime, I've not seen this country in so much trouble. And I'm the oldest one here. But in particular, I want to emphasize something that, as an economist, really, really concerns me. A couple of hours ago, I met a very young lady. I think she was about 3 years old. I think she was sitting over there and now is that it? Her name is Rosie. Rosie. Anyway, she had a sign. She and her sister, who was about a year older, had a sign that said, "Next generation slave labor."
Whew.
And that sounds extreme. Pretty extreme for a 3-year-old. She's going to grow up to be quite an activist. But it isn't so extreme if you think about what the Koch brothers and the millionaires who attend his biannual conventions and ALEC, that organization that feeds out laws to the various states that are controlled by conservatives and to the Congress. And here's how it goes. You get rid of labor unions. You take total control of the workplace. You make sure there's always excess supply of labor. Labor has no rights. Labor can't control their wage. People are lucky to have a job. They're so concerned just getting by that they haven't got time to do stuff like this or think or call or write their congressperson. They're just trying all they can do to keep their head above water. That's exactly what the conservatives, the right-wingers, want. And then what happens when they get worked out after 30 or 40 years? Remember, they won't have control over their working conditions. Environmental protections will be weakened. The whole thing, the whole 9 yards. And then they retire. They retire to a pension a Social Security that may not be there, or it'll be diminished. They'll retire to a health care program that will be a voucher or something like that if they get their way. In other words, they retire to no future. And it's what is left for them to do? Just sort of give up and die, I guess. That may sound extreme, but I have a lot of experience looking at issues for a long, long time, economic issues, and that is in the range of possibilities, but it's not going to happen. And the reason it's not going to happen is groups like this. I see this process. I've been here. This is my 3rd day. Every day it gets bigger. We're now up to 8 tents. The first one Sunday afternoon, you had 2 or 3. The crowd is much bigger, although I haven't stayed this late. I don't know. I'll try to stick around and find out what the police have in mind for 10 o'clock. But you've got to think of yourselves as a process. A one-day demonstration doesn't do much. It maybe makes one day's news and then everything is forgotten. But what they're doing in New York, what they're doing in Boston and Chicago and LA and San Francisco and Denver, and now St. Louis, that sets up a drumbeat. We have to keep up, and I'll try to sort of be there with you. But it's a process. It's a drumbeat in every city and every night, and that's how they did it in the Middle East, and that's what we need to do here. So this is a great group. I'm 100% behind you, and let's keep at it, and we can see this through. It may take a while, but if we keep at it, we can do this. We can make our voices heard, and we can get the message out. That's all, mainly what we have to do. Get the message out. Thank you very much.